What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going down to Antarctica. Haven't been there in a while. Got a few things I want to share with you guys. This one here being one of them. Looks like some sort of a large torpedo, maybe a small submarine. We're going to come back to that and a couple of other things here in just a moment. Also have a short, just a couple of minute long sky phenomena picture slideshow. New photos that have been sent in from all around the world. But first, we're going to start here at the website, Schumann Resonance. This signature here, I believe, was from the coronal hole. You can see it interacted with the Earth's atmosphere for about 6 to 7 hours, and then it's gone and has not returned. So I do think that was the Earth-facing coronal hole on the sun. Now hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera. A little busier today than normal. It's typically busy, but as you can see, the dark blue, that represents some sort of movement at the supervolcano caldera, and there's quite a bit of dark blue today, way more than normal. Then you hop over here to Old Faithful, and it's totally quiet. There's some sort of a glitch, I would say, involved with the Old Faithful seismo because there's not any activity at all, and that's the most busy place at the park, or it used to be. Seems like now up here in the northwestern quadrant of the caldera, it's steady as she goes. You can see there is a ton of what I'm thinking is magma intrusion, some sort of activity up there in the northwest quadrant, whatever it may be, and it is definitely persistent. So quite a bit of activity today at the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera. Hopping back down to Antarctica, this is the first thing I shared with you guys, and to me, here's an enhanced view of it. We're going to go to the actual location. Looks like an old torpedo that's kind of thawed out. Look at that. That's enhanced. That's bigger than what you think. That's just in a slightly different format. We're going to come back to that area here in just a second. We're going to start here, though. This little area I stumbled on myself. In fact, it's kind of large. It looks like a large complex of some sort. This is what looks like just a random iceberg, right? But there's things that are on this iceberg that don't look necessarily random. Like this area here, looks like it's built with purpose. You see what I mean? That looks like an entryway. Also this area here, if you look real close, which I'm going to show you an enhanced version of this area, there looks to be a couple of entryways. There's symmetrical features that are just too obviously similar to be random. This here, I don't know if those are vehicles or what those are. Out here on the side of this area that looks like a large complex, looks like it's got a perimeter around the complex. This area here is a exterior 90-degree angle. That's a outside corner. That's a wall. Over here looks like an entryway as well. That looks like an entryway, some sort of a feature here on the front of this structure, whatever it may be. I'm not claiming to know. I'm just saying it doesn't look random. It looks like it has purpose, or at least at one time it had purpose. I've got some enhanced photos of that area here, and you can see what I'm talking about. Here's the front part that, again, that and let's see, here, and here. Actually, there's 3 points, 1, 2, 3, that look to be identical. It doesn't look like a random iceberg, you know what I mean? Here's another look, just slightly enhanced. And there's that area there. It almost looks shiny from that perspective, that front wall right there. And then these darker features, I don't know if those are some sort of vehicles parked there. Don't know. Just found it very unique, that's all. Here it is in a black and white. This side over here almost looks like there's an antenna on top of a pillar in the front area of that maybe entryway. This looks like an entrance, and that looks like an entrance to something. Who knows? It may lead to something underground. Here's a good look at it here. It doesn't even really look like ice in this enhancement. Now this does over here on the left. That looks white. Looks like snow, actually. That does not. It almost looks like concrete. But whatever it is, I found it quite unique. We're going to hop over to the what looks like a torpedo kind of thawing out in the ice and snow. So here we go. Go to the location, and it sits right in here, right in this area. I'm going to zoom out, and it's right over here in this little valley. See it right there? Now, if you go into 3D and look at it straight down, it looks like a torpedo sitting there. Maybe a small submarine. We're going to measure it real quick. Check this out. That's 51 feet long. So it's not just some little random piece of ice. That's actually pretty good size. That's as big as a 5-story building right there. Doesn't look like it, does it? It's like a large bowling pin, torpedo, At 50 feet long, it could very well be a small submarine of some sort. Don't know. Again, found that very interesting. Next area we're going to go to, this was sent in by D. Whitaker, this area here, and he noticed this iceberg here. If we go to the 3D format, you look down on it, it looks like the outline of a ship. And this one here measures over 400 feet long, 428 feet to be exact. Whatever that is, that looks like a ship. The ice ship, whatever you want to call it, that's what it looks like, a 400-foot yacht just sitting there off the coast of Antarctica, right in this area here, just beneath New Zealand and Antarctica. Right in that area there, about 100 miles offshore. Here's a new slideshow I put together, just a couple of minutes long. New photos sent in from all around the world. Manny and Marie out of North Reddington Beach, Florida. Very low to the ground roll cloud, just above the treetops. Right there in Florida. Kim out of Thailand. This is a super cool photo here. The tops of these clouds are loaded with color above the clouds. Down here you can see the sun just peeking up above the horizon, and then the big beams spanning across the sky. Excellent photo by Kim out of Thailand. There's the color on top of the clouds. Don't see that very often. And there's the sun just above the horizon. Jarvis M. out of New Mexico. Spectacular photo here. New Mexico produces some of the best photos on Earth. Very photogenic landscape, no doubt about it. Another photo here by Jarvis out of New Mexico. Very intense double-decker rainbow. I took this photo myself of the sky the day the sun was red, and honestly the sun did look red, but it didn't come out that way in the photographs, and I tried it in a couple different formats, but the sun was actually red at that point, and the sky, of course, around it was red too. That was back on 8-3. Liz B. out of Mexico City. Got an orange sun here in Mexico. Magpie out of Chandler, Arizona. Also noticed the red sky we had a few days back. Jessica B. out of California. Another red sun. Here's a red moon by Cruz J. out of Blythe, California. That's the moon. Cecilia B. out of Roland Heights, California. Orange-red sky. And this right here is supposedly what caused the red sun that we saw, the red moon you saw in the photograph here. This is a photo sent in by Diane B. of the Apple wildfire over in Southern California. That smoke plume drifted all the way over here into the Phoenix, Arizona area. Angela out of Greenville, South Carolina. That lightning strike, if you noticed, looked like it came up from the ground. Did you see that? Look at that. Unreal. Here's a still image of the lightning storm that was in her area. That one there made contact with the tree. More lightning here. This is in slow-mo by Wesley B. Sent in by Becca B. His mom out of Portsmouth, Virginia. Absolutely epic video there. Look at that, just spidering across the sky. No wider than a number 2 pencil. Enoch E. Another exceptional photo of some lightning going across the sky. Here's some sort of a light sent in by Glamorous. And this was an excellent observation. I just don't know the location, but you can see there's clearly something that's not an airplane, not a helicopter, moving across the sky. And she had the presence of mind to get her video camera out and start recording while, it was still in the area because it was moving rather quickly. I have no idea what that was. Some sort of a white orb moving very quickly across the sky. Angelina out of Colorado captured what looks like a giant boomerang craft up near the moon at the 7 o'clock position there. Look at that. That's probably one of the clearest I think I've ever seen of a craft up in the proximity of the moon. And that thing would have had to have been enormous to show up in the photo like that. And I think it's too big to be a bird, to be honest. It looks like it's a pretty good ways up in the air. It doesn't have a torso. If it is a bird, there's no torso there. Looks like a giant craft of some sort. It really does. Big boomerang. Great job, guys. Keep the photos coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. All of the photos end up here at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery, and sometimes I'll use them in a picture slideshow, just like you saw right here. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.